in marketing, but also at the society, very much the similar. It's been about the traditional role of women, which has been more like not these ones who are active participants of the society, but more like, unfortunately, something like which is about beauty and this kind of aspects. But advertising is always a picture of the society itself. So when the society is changing to be more, let's say, not seeing women only as the object, but also the active part of the society. And then the marketing is also changing the role of women in marketing activities and especially in advertising. But of course, sometimes, which I think it's important that it can also drive the change. So we as marketers, we should be the ones who are changing the role of women, not only in advertising, but showing the role model, what is then leading to the change in the society. Marketing itself is very visible and powerful tool run by various organizations and companies. So the way that we show that what is the role of women is also an example for entire society, how they can see and how they should see women and all people in terms of gender and other aspects of diversity. So marketers, when they are best in their own career, they should be kind of the forerunners in sensing all values and trends in the society. And we should create those trends also in a responsible way. And if we can show the role of women in a responsible way and a new and fresh and driving way, so then we can really make the change in the society. Now I'm talking about just, for example, when we pick up the images and the visual elements in our campaigns, that when we show something where there is a lot of media space and people see women in roles which are really driving the change. So these kind of examples is something which we can really support this equality in gender and in all aspects. I would like to share a story from my own career. In Finland, we still have a lot to do in terms of women to be in a key roles in cooperation in society. But I really saw that difference when in my previous role in business, when I travel a lot in Asian countries. And there, from my own organization, I met a lot of young, very talented young women in Asia. And they told me that it is so important for them that they see me as an example that women can really, act as an active person in the management team. And they said that they have never met a woman who is the member of the board or the management team. And they said that they can't believe before they see. And even my own example is something which is encouraging a lot of women, yes, in Finland, but especially I saw that impact when traveling and when seeing my colleagues in Asian countries. We are sometimes very blind in Finland in terms of understanding the power of different cultures. There are hundreds of years of tradition or thousands of years of tradition in culture where women don't have the role in the society. And it's not changing that. It's not only about legislation, but it's about to change the entire society. It's to change the way they are talking about girls and women within their own families and in society overall. And that's the big task that it would be so easy if it's just about one law or if it's just about campaigning or advertising. But when it's deep inside in the culture, even in terms of language, sometimes even language is harming the role of women. This is the lifelong journey. It's something that we should start today, latest, if we didn't start it already yesterday, meaning that in every single day in our daily job, when we use language, when we use images, we should remember that we are creating these kind of let's say, the image of the world to these target audiences. Sometimes we reach millions of people when we are making marketing campaigns and communications campaigns. So we should drive that change every single day, every single year. But then we should be patient, because when talking about cultural change, it's not about changing it overnight. It's not about one campaign. It's not about 1 year. It comes with the generations. So the way we talk today to young girls, that will change the society in those years when they will be having their own families and talking to their own children. So it's long journey, but it's worthwhile doing, because the future generations will benefit. So use your power, but and be passionate with that, but also patience is needed. I would say that each of us, we can find our own ways of making the difference. Some of us are very active in social media, so please use that platform as a way to communicate and share these things. Some of us are very active volunteering and working active in some of these NGOs or organizations who are promoting women's rights. Some of us are very good in arts. So let's use our own talents and strengths, and then I challenge each of us to find the best way to promote women's rights.